Hey everyone, how's it going? We are now live. I want to drop off some of these random Pokemon in my box, but then we can just jump right into it. Like you are a dumb shiny, you are a raid shiny, and you just are a G-Max. Cool. What should we use to hunt today? What have I been having luck with? You know, honestly, my Raichu has been very good luck. And we're just going to try that one out. Cool. Alright, hopping right into it. We're just doing a random encounter method. Encounter's working. Great. And my goal basically is to do at least 3.5 encounters per minute. And I'm pretty sure we can keep that pace up. There's literally nothing that spawns in this route except for these things. And I know I put the target as that one unevolved form, but I'm fine with either version. So let's go. Sup, George? Yep, holiday season. You know how busy it gets. But we're back. We're doing it live. I wanted to stream over the holidays, but I was like, man, what am I even going to do? I don't have my computer. I was traveling pretty much for the last 2 weeks of December. And then getting back was super busy, obviously, too. Just catching up, doing all that New Year's stuff. I was going to do like a Pokemon Go stream in Manhattan and do a bunch of raids. But even that, I was like not very confident it would even come out well. Alright, let's just keep this encounter rate going. There's a lot more of these, the Barraskewda than Arrokuda, which I'm totally fine with. I really don't care which version I get. The evolved form, the unevolved form, don't matter. But as you can see, we're keeping the encounter rate pretty high. The only downside to this area hunting is that I have to be on the stupid bike. It goes a little bit slower in the water. So when I planned this out, it was the only thing I made a mistake while planning. But how have you been, George? Enough talking on my end. What is up with you? How's your Sword and Shield experience going? I'm assuming at this point you've beat the game, probably gotten a bunch of shinies that you were hunting as well. What's the word on that? What's up, Bruce? How's it going? How you feeling, Bruce? You were saying you're sick? You get a bunch of travel sickness from all the flights, man. I somehow avoided getting sick. I felt like garbage, but like I somehow avoided managing to get sick. I don't really know what I did to do that. This is pure luck. As you can see, we're keeping the 3.5 encounter rate pretty close to that. We're at 10 encounters, and I've been streaming for less than 3 minutes. Damn. Did you ever end up meeting with Anna? Something tells me I'm not going to be happy with the answer here. Did you ever meet up? Because I want to know. I need to know the details. The drastic change in weather. Honestly, as I've gotten older, I've realized that messes with me a lot too. And I don't really think I can get sick. I just blame it on allergies, to be honest. Yeah, so the encounter rate is ticking up a little bit. We're doing pretty good. But you don't think it was travel related. Oh, let's get over here. Oh, this bike is so slow. I gotta say, when you do this outside of the water, it's definitely really easy to hit the 3.5. This one seems like it's just on pace, which is a little unfortunate. I was kind of hoping this one would be like really fast. Sadly, no, you didn't see it. Uh-oh. I'm sure you're not super thrilled about that. What's up, Asian? Which I hate saying out loud. Oh god, we don't want Gyarados. That's the one thing. Oh my god, is he gonna chase me? Okay, good. Normally, I would be really cool with getting a shiny Gyarados, but if any of you guys were playing over New Year's, you probably already have like 600 shiny Magikarp, so myself included. So I'm not really gonna... That's the only thing that spawns here that I want to avoid is Gyarados. But beyond that, everything else... I mean, it's just literally 2 other spawns in the table. And Gyarados is supposed to be like 1% chance, too. Oh, here we go. The only thing that's bad about this area, it's a little big. How many more attempts did you make to hang out? Just the one attempt like we suggested? Like the immediate, oh yeah, it's cool. And then like one more attempt like over the weekend? 4 shinies! Wait, whoa. Fifth appliance at 250 eggs. Going for 5th. What shinies did you get? How's it going, Mike? How you doing? Just the one. Wait, I thought you were going to attempt to hang out with her like one other time. Or you're saying just that one other time? I got it. I mean, her excuse is valid. Mike Savage. Mike Fernari keeps trying to get me to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Will you buy a Switch and play it with us? They made a remake for the remake. They made a brand new Marvel game, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. We used to play on the Xbox. Bruce was going to download the music from the Cantor illegally. This is the Colombian girl we're talking about, yeah. Roly-Coly, Toxel. Dude, 15 eggs for Toxel? That's like cheating. Clobopus. And, Wooloo. Interesting. That's a nice spread. So you're doing a mix of Shiny Charm and encountering like I'm doing. Sorry, and hatching. Oh, that's too bad about, that's fine. Check Amazon. Lachunaranaha. I'm surprised I said that so flawlessly, but I think it's because I know from the song. Asian meme. Toxel and 15 eggs is literally insane. Like, what the hell, man? What did you do? Your luck is crazy right now. Pretty much all of those are under odds, right? Didn't get Roly-Coly past 500. Didn't get Wooloo. Oh, Wooloo was like... It's still under odds. And Clobopus is like really under. Clobopus is one I want to go for. I'm not quite there yet. Oh, Fernando's dog got bit by a dog. As you can see, the spawns here are like really good. So I can kind of just like hang out on my bike. And I'm always running into one like every second. It's pretty nice. Indiana Jones and the Crystal. Isn't that like not the good one, Mike? I was trying to see if there's anything from your list I want to go for. Roly-Coly is on there eventually, but I'm not super enthused about Roly-Coly. To me, Roly-Coly is kind of just like a whatever. But I'm going to go for it because it should be easy. You can just go to that one area where the encounters are just only Roly-Coly. And you should be running into one like every 3 seconds. The dog biting incident. He texted me something like he's going to join in a second. That is the bad one, yeah. Mike. But did you hear what I said? We should all buy the game, and then we could play it together on stream. Even though I heard it's not very good. The roly-coly patch. Wow. Dude, that's crazy, George. When I was getting my shiny charm, I was convinced. I was convinced that was going to happen to me with something. And it has yet to happen. All my shinies have been hunted so far. Bruce, what you should do is we should find Mike's old Xbox. It's probably broken, or he probably sold it. Mike, do you still have that CD on your hard drive of your Xbox with the Jewish music? Which, by the way, I really hate how we keep calling it that. Boop, boop, ba-doo. The only thing I hate about the encounter method bro, you know you want to switch though. Like, you know you want one. Think about all the times you're at work sitting in a construction vehicle doing nothing. You could be playing Switch then. Think about it. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? You could even buy the Switch Lite, the one that doesn't plug into the TV. That's only $160 right now at GameStop. They're doing a sale. You should do that. Think about it. Uh-oh. Running dry on encounters. Alright, let's go over here. The Xbox X. It's called the Xbox Series X. Or whatever they're gonna do. Who's with you? Probably not with you, but it's definitely interesting. We're gonna try over here. Let's just hang out in this area instead now. Also, so for shiny hunting, I really want to flex and like bring a I really want to flex and bring a shiny as my encountering Pokemon, but it'll actually slow everything down. Because I'll have to watch the animation for the shiny every single time. There we go. Barracuda. This area might be slightly better. I just want to figure out where the spawns are densest. Bruce, the next generation is probably coming out in like early 2021. I don't know if the dates are officially out. Is it the same, Mike, is it the same one as you've always had? Like, did you ever break your Xbox and have to get a new one? You might have the last surviving copy of Lahunaranaha, or however you spell it, or pronounce it. You'll think about it. Alright, hey. I can't force you. I'm gonna push this down slightly. I switched my recording setup because I made a video, like an actual video. Bruce, buy him one. You should, Bruce. Alright, let's try that. Ugh, there we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright, that looks best. Bruce, buy him what, though? Bruce does have a Robinhood debit card. Going by the recent patterns for new gens. Is that what it was? I think I think Bruce... Wait, actually, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if Bruce was talking about the next generation consoles or the next generation Pokemon games. But I'm assuming Bruce is asking about consoles. Is the Xbox One backwards compatible with Jewish music from the Xbox 360? That's the real question. No one asked that in the presentations. This area definitely feels better for spawns. And yeah, so we're at 56 encounters. So you can see this is like, just peel off pretty quickly. I did a bunch of this encounter method over the winter break, and it was extremely successful. My targets that I got there, it kind of sucks that you couldn't do it on stream. I got Rotom. That was a very big one. I got Toxel, which I probably should have saved for the stream. My Toxel was very quick. We could always try for another Toxel. But at this point I have one. So if I want one of the other nature, I'd be better off, whatchamacalliting. I would have to do Masuda to guarantee that nature. I mean, it's still a 50% chance. So we can just do it in phase. That might be kind of fun. What other shinies did I get over the break? I got a Dracovish. That was not terrible, actually. The Dracovish was funny because I actually was like paying attention to the screen when it happened. And the stereotype for hunting for fossils is that you use a controller with turbo and you just like walk away. And you kind of just come back later and check. So it was like I just happened to be looking at the screen when it happened. What other shinies? I got an accidental Araquanid. I got an accidental Hoot Hoot. And then I got a Blipbug. That was another target. So I was going to do a bunch more hunting, and then I was like, I need to save some of these for stream. So hopefully I didn't use up all my luck. Or Gossifleur. I forgot Gossifleur. Because most of those were under odds. See you later, Mike. Think about the Switch. You should get a Switch. It's the only way to play Halo Switch. Which is not a thing. But it might be. I hate the delay on the stream sometimes. It feels like a little bad today, actually. The quality seems fine. But I'm saying more like reacting to y'all in the chat. Seems a little slower than usual. But maybe YouTube changed something. I don't know. Oop, oop. Bruce, how was the rest of your time in New York? What else did y'all do? Kellogg told me that the Keelan party got weird. Which I would love to hear more elaboration on. I honestly should have just stayed out all night. That would have been the smart play. $45, but it's usually like 20 seconds. That's the thing. I don't know if I changed the setting by accident. You can look. There's like a low latency mode, but I usually put it on normal. I don't think I'm able to change the latency anymore. I wonder if they changed that. Is that an old thing? Stream health. Huh? Whatever. I'll let it be. Oh wait, there was it. Oh, Gyarados. Stop. I saw the maximum weirdness? Okay. I guess Kellogg's reaction to the weirdness was a little more severe than expected. By the way, I finally learned why Gail's boyfriend kind of causes problems sometimes. Or at least I saw it firsthand. He has a tendency to say something that's not that bad, but maybe could be deemed offensive or like, you know, rude. But then he will like be like, "Oh my god, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry." And he like just draws more attention to it. Ooh. Well, the alcoholic thing is part of the whole equation, yeah. And Asian meme, yeah, the 30 seconds clip thing is nice because my first YouTube video I made for this channel, where I kind of like did like a little recap of my shinies that I've caught before, a lot of that was using the 30-second clip. Because even though I didn't have a capture card back then and I wasn't able to record footage, I would do the 30-second clips and I'd just string a few together while doing narration. So it actually worked pretty well. It's limited, obviously. Yeah, I guess I picked up on the awkward thing. Also, like, did he used to be more buff? I feel like the first time I met him, he was, like, significantly skinnier. Unless maybe he was just, like, sucking it in and his arms looked giant, hence making me think he was buff. Bruce, how drunk did you get? By the way, what levels are these things? 39? Yikes. The only issue I have Thunderwave on him, I think, right? I think I have Thunderwave. I'm gonna double check real quick that I have Thunderwave. He's always been chubby. Maybe it was the way he was like sitting when I saw him. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You were very sober. That's a problem, Bruce. I should probably teach a non-damaging move to this Raichu. Here we go. Let's just do that. Perfect. Alright. So now if we find the shiny, I don't have to rely on just throwing netballs the whole time. Although I love netballs. I think netballs are my favorite of the balls that are common in this game. Dusk balls are pretty cool too. It's just, I don't like how green dusk balls are. If they were like a little more gothic looking, that'd be cool. But it's interesting. It definitely has a cool throw animation. Am I going to watch the Pokemon Direct? Probably. I actually don't know what time it is. I know it's in 2 days from now. And I'm assuming that means it's probably in the morning. Because they usually are. They're usually like around work time in Japan, right? So, I'll watch it. I'm not going to react to it because oh, Premier Balls are cool for sure. I can attempt to use a Premier Ball to catch this guy, depending on which one it comes. Also, why are these all 39? I guess it's because it's supposed to be used... You're supposed to come here once you get the bike. 6:30 PST. And I'm assuming that's AM. Oh. Yep, that's going to be pretty early. So definitely not streaming it. I don't think you guys want to see me stream that early. But what do you guys think they're going to talk about? Probably just Pokemon Home, right? Pokemon Sleep, maybe? Whatever the hell that is. I'll tell you what, Pokemon Home better be really good to make everyone happy that's annoyed at Sword and Shield. Which I'm like, it's weird just watching YouTube. There's so many differing opinions from sometimes even the same person on the game. That's what you want to hear, George. The question is, do we think it's realistic? Also, what Pokemon is up there? Oh, it's Yamper. It's like, what the hell is that? From a distance, I was like, that looks like Morpeko, but Morpeko does not spawn here. I gotta say, almonds, not very good stream food. They're very chewy. Not conductive to being very chatty, but that's okay. You're right, I hear the negativity. Yeah. That's the problem with this direct. The problem with the direct is it's always negativity around announcements. Because no one ever gets exactly what they want. And so, 95% of the time, people are upset. So going into this announcement, people are already upset from the last thing. So I just am worried it's going to be even worse than usual. Asian meme. I don't know, like... I would love for them to fix that too. I don't know why. They just have a history of not fixing glitches. It's like very rare that they fix anything. I mean, if you think about things like... Actually, I can't even think of any examples. But, like, there's never been, like, updates to sort... Like, for example, even, like, Let's Go. There never was, like, just updates to fix the game. Not that anything was particularly broken. But there was, like, nothing updated. There's usually something. I'm sure there's at least one glitch in there that they could have fixed. So we'll see. I mean, it would be awesome if I didn't have to just sit here and just run into things and run away. And I've gotten so used to not battling, because battling was slow. You know? It does take a lot of time to feint everything. And it also feels kind of dirty to just kill that many Pokemon. But I would love to have method hunting back. Really, right now, the only method is to do the whole raid den thing. Which, you know what? If that was, like, a thing... I'm not going to rant about it, basically. But, like, I'd be cooler with the whole raid den thing if it wasn't so easy to just keep repeating it over and over again. It just means that, like, all these shinies are, like, flooding the market, quote-unquote, from raids. And, like, what Pokemon can't you get in raids? Like, pretty much everything's in a raid. So it's more about just if you want to set up that den in particular. I don't know. Something just feels dirty to me about looking up the exact number of your shiny. I've always disliked that. It's kind of like Pokemon Emerald with the RNG manipulation. You could, like, guarantee shinies by doing very precise things, which is pretty much no different than the raid thing. And in fact, the raid thing's a little worse because it's not about precision, really. You can always just save and redo it if you screw up. It's more about following instructions at your pace. Anyways, we are up to almost 110 encounters, and it's been less than 30 minutes. Once we get here, boom, got it. Okay. Although the question is now, Oh, it does. I'm at 30 minutes. So yeah, we are basically on pace for, like I wrote up there, 1365. Because we're a little bit over 100 every 30 minutes, which means we're at like 220 for an hour, which means after 6 hours we'll be at like 1200, but a little more than that. And then add an extra 100 for the extra 30 minutes, so 6.5 hours. Yep. See? Easy peasy. So this is just on par. I was hoping that this hunt would actually be fastest, but we'll keep going for it. Some of my hunts like Toxel, that felt like it was more like 4 encounters a minute. Toxel was like crazy fast. It's kind of funny, Asian meme, that you got your egg for Toxel so fast. Because in my experience, even though I wasn't doing Masuda, Toxel took me maybe like 2 hours of hunting. It was like really quick. I basically got on a plane hunting Toxel. And then yeah. Maybe like with 30 minutes left in the flight, I got it. Oh. Red Knight Hero Center remake. I honestly have no nostalgia for Gen 4 at all. So, part of me is not interested. The other part of me is like, well, I'd be playing the game for the first time, so that's kind of cool. I'm always a fan of that. But yeah. I honestly didn't really love Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I kind of just like beat the game and never touched it. Go Fernari. I only half read your text. So Violet got bit by another dog? And this was over New Year's? Were you back in New York for that, or were you in Florida? I thought Violet was in a boarding area for Florida. Oh yeah, you missed this layout last time. This is kind of a recycle of the layout I used to use in Let's Go. I missed the last stream. Oh. And it just got bit by another dog? Why did it need a cone so bad? Oh, interesting. Or took your first game, so you invested a lot of time. 1,500, oh my god. The shiny hunting method in Oras, like, it was that radar, which I never really, DexNav, which I never really did. So I couldn't tell you much about it. What am I missing? Lol. I don't know what you're missing, Bruce. Nothing? It's pretty chill. She was dropped off when I came home. We went to a dog park. Another dog attacked her. Damn. But is it that bad that she... Why did she need a cone? Did you do the typical, like, overreaction? I mean, it's pretty serious, obviously, if she has to get a cone, but... Did y'all freak out at the other person? Like, why isn't your dog on a leash? Like, this thing's a menace. I'm gonna be going to the city about this. Oh, huh! Did you do that via Masuda? With the time travel method, whatever it was called? Okay, what are you doing? Oh, bummer. Man, this Gyarados is being annoying. Let's look at the picture. Let's consult the text. It's always hard to reply midstream. Oh, but she looks cute though. She rocks the cone well. There's nothing like sitting still and getting an encounter. Alright. See you later, Bruce. That's crazy. Hone Edge is it's probably worth it. I really like Aegislash. Not the biggest fan of Hone Edge and Dual Blade in terms of their like red blade thing. But then like when Aegislash has the kind of blade, the redness go to the edge, that looks really cool. See you later, Bruce. Thanks for swinging by. So, Fernand, what have I missed in Awesome Games Don't Click? You know, I went home yesterday and I did a bunch of chores, including putting together, like, some furniture. Right? Always fun. Put together furniture. But that's, like, the perfect, like, put on a stream type activity. And I totally forgot about Awesome... Even though you told me in the morning, I totally forgot to put on Awesome Games Done Quick. I blame YouTube. They used to just send me the videos, so I knew when it was live because I would be getting all these updates from their channel. Like, oh, the opening ceremony, watch now. Things like that. And I guess it's just not notifying me. Pokemon Sapphire. I guess that's what I'm doing tonight. You know what's even worse for Nari? When did they start? On Sunday? Or something? I had like really bad insomnia on Sunday. And I stayed up until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And I easily could have been watching GDQ. It probably would have put me to sleep actually. I used to fall asleep to GDQ all the time. Not that it's boring, but it's like... It encourages me not to like click on other stuff. So if I'm watching a game I'm even not that interested in, I'll just like start to zone out and just actually fall asleep. So, whoops. So yeah, I guess I'll watch the VOD of Pokemon Sapphire. Oh, Kit. Kit's doing weird stuff, man. I think I'm annoying him by my talking. He stuck his head underneath the table. For now, what'd y'all do for New Year's? Or were you still coming back during then? This sounds like you flew in on New Year's Day. The New Year's out here was interesting, to say the least. I've just started hanging out with Leticia's friends more frequently. Which means, like, the default group is usually, like, all girls. So, like, New Year's, I was the only guy. Which I thought was hilarious. Because all the guys in their group of friends, I guess, were still at home and stuff. And the only other guy that was supposed to show up, I think, got sick. So be it, I guess. But I need to start taking advantage of this. If I'm going to be hanging out with, like, only girls, we got to start going to, like, Vegas clubs and stuff. We can get, like, free tables. I used to do that in college. We would go to Vegas with, like, groups of girls and like only 2 guys. Or 3, maybe 3 guys would be pushing it even. Fallout 4. I never played any Fallout games. But I will definitely play the Outer Worlds at some point in my life. I think, I don't know if it's confirmed, but I think it's supposed to be coming to Switch. The truth is just like, I just overall am more invested in Switch games, just because I really like being able to take it out of the dock and play handheld. I mean, technically for like a whole generation, my only console I used was 3DS. Oh, okay. Good thing these guys don't have abilities. That also slows it down sometimes. If I have to look at the ability every time. Oops. Meow, 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 na, 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 na. Man, I really wish Dracovish didn't exist. Because Aracuda would be more meta. But Dracovish just does everything it needs to do. 300 for Applin. I mean, you're technically under odds still. Asian meme, you're due for a long hunt. Unfortunately. I know that's not how math works. You're never due for anything, but... Basically, unfortunately, you're in a position where you've been under odds so much. The law of averages means you're gonna probably have a few streaks over odds. Unfortunately, like me. And my still no shiny Rookidee. Which, by the way, I almost broke down and hunted it by myself off stream. But I was like, no. At this point, Rookidee has to be on stream. I could make a nice little, like, 10-minute fucking video about it. Shit, what are you doing? You good? Alright. Back to licking. Where are we at? There we go. But yeah, encounter method is chill. I kind of like... So this thing about Masuda is... It's a little brainless. And I kind of like having to at least focus slightly on what I'm doing. You know? The fact that you could accidentally kill a shiny or run away from a shiny when you do encounter method keeps me a little bit on edge. I'm like, don't just sit there and spam A. Like, actually look at what's going on. Of course, it's another argument for Masuda that you can't fail it. The worst thing that happens for Masuda would be you, for some reason, release it. Should be hella stupid. Or you don't save after you get it. Yep. Let's avoid that. Man, I forget this song. I don't even know what this song is for. But I remember it just being particularly funky. Maybe I'll use this in my next scripted video. This song. Yes, good kit, good kit, good kit. I want to say so far the easiest hunt using this method has been Toxel. Toxel was just spawning everywhere. Oh. Interesting. Asian, that's not a bad idea. I like that method. I really hate releasing. Like, I will let Game Freak... they can delete another 50 Pokemon from the decks if we get the option to mass transfer. I'll be happy. They could delete all my... like, they could just remove... Actually, no, I was joking. That joke went too far. I was about to say they could remove shinies from the game. I was like, wait a second. If they remove that, then why would I even be hatching in the first place? Yes. So sleepy, kid. I'm supposed to play Ring Fit Adventure after this. I've been trying to do it pretty much as possible with my girlfriend. And I forgot because yesterday she wasn't here. So I don't play when she's not here. It's like, oh no, she comes home today. We'll be streaming this whole time and then immediately have to go play Ring Fit Adventure. Like, that's going to be exhausting. Yes, sleepy cat. Oh, Kit. Honestly, I'm curious what's going to happen with this direct tomorrow. The main thing I'm interested in hearing about is what is going to happen to the Let's Go games. Was that a one-time thing? 700 plus for Rotom. 1032 for Rowlet. 600 for Popplio. Yeah. And Masuda's kind of slow, yeah. That's the whole point of that video that I put out over on New Year's Day. Like, Masuda takes a long time. People just look at the egg numbers and they think like, wow, like 500 eggs, that's not that bad. But no, 500 eggs takes 8.5 hours. It's slow. And I'm not including the time spent transferring, which is like another 30 minutes. Honestly, that might even be too generous. It might even be another hour. I hate transferring so much. And that's the other bummer of Masuda. It's like the more overawed you go, the more you're just like, I'm going to have to transfer so much stuff. Or you run into a position where you run out of room. Does it hatch that fast? Yeah. Is it in the like fast egg group? Because most Pokemon are actually pretty pretty moderate speed. I actually might be screwing up by doing this hunt because I think Arrokuda is in the fast egg group. Yep. But it's whatever. Here we go. Half hour. That's pretty fast. I think the touchscreen on the 3DS was nice. It made the box a little less annoying. Smash has been updated. Oh shit. Diddy Kong. Removed banana. Duck Hunt. Put a cone around the dog's head. Those are the only updates I want to see. Ooh. Can Are you gonna bite me? Ah! I'm being attacked. He looked like he wanted a nice little bite. Ow! He's gotten too clever. He's figured out the difference between sleeves and skin. Because he noticed that when he bites our sleeves, nothing. Amiibo support? For what? What amiibos even came out? Or I guess maybe the new... I think some of the DLC characters amiibos might have come out. Honestly, one of the worst parts of Pokemon in general is everything has an animation. Even releasing, you gotta sit there and watch the animation. Quit attacking me. You're sitting on me. You don't get to dictate the rules. Dark Samus. Ah. And you thought your characters were gonna get buffed. Kicked you away, Kit. I mean, kicked you out. Kicked you away. It's a little too brutal. I mean, if you accidentally release good Pokemon, there's something called not saving. If they wanted to be clever, if they wanted to be really clever, they could make it so you can only mass release things that are the same species. So that way it just helped with breeding. That would be the smartest thing. But, you know, it is what it is. I wanted to do an experiment where I would hatch eggs and then soft reset after so many. And then see if that would work for shiny hunting. But I realized there's one big issue with my flaw. There's one big flaw with my plan. Which is I usually like to build up like a little collection of eggs before I start hatching. So that way I can just like move stuff over quickly. So yeah, that would kind of ruin that whole plan. Because every time I would reset, I'd be hatching the same box of eggs that I collected. Oh yeah, that's another option. They could just make it level 1 Pokemon. Actually, that might not make a difference because, yeah, people will still probably transfer 6 IVs. Oh, speaking of Masuda, I did accidentally get a shiny from Masuda. I got another Galarian Darumaka. But this time it had the hidden ability, which I wanted, so that's good. So I got 2 Galarian Darumakas now. And he, it was pretty quick. It was maybe like 100 eggs. What I was doing was I wanted to get a Master Ball. So I was filling up my box with Pokemon from hatching. So I could then Wonder Trade them all away. And so I was like, oh, well, I guess I should go more for Darumaka. And yeah, it happened pretty quick. Probably less than 100 eggs, honestly. Okay, why do you want that? I'm playing with a slight stream delay. Because my cat's blocking my big TV. So I'm using the computer monitor. In case you accidentally see me completely miss an Aracuda. Alright, good. Good kit. Stop being annoying. That was a mistake. I would be so annoyed if we got a shiny Gyarados. That was probably the biggest drawback to this route. The fear of accidentally encountering a Gyarados. Alright, here we go. Back on the Arcudas. The key to stream eating almonds is definitely just do one at a time. Otherwise it feels like I have a mouthful of sand trying to talk. And run. See ya. Pop that up. Pranari, did you hear about the Giants? Also, James, if you're in here too. Sorry for your bills. That kind of sucked. It definitely is the least shiny. Which sucks. Because before Pokemon Home, I was thinking like, oh, you know, it'd be coolest to get a shiny Gyarados and then play in Wi-Fi battles. But now pretty much anytime you do see a Gyarados in Wi-Fi battles, it's probably going to be shiny. Especially because the IVs were so easy to get good due to the raids having that. And they're usually in like 5-star raids, so I have a bunch of 5-star, 5 IV Magikarps. By the way, I told myself I just wanted one male and one female shiny Magikarp, right? So I got the one male. And I said, well, I'm just going to keep going until I get a female. And then I got 2 males. Then I got 3 males. Then I told myself, I was like, I am not getting more than a full team of Magikarp. But I'm definitely going to get a female by then. Unfortunately, I ended up with 6 male Magikarps. So, I'm too lazy to do any trades today. But in the future, I'll probably try to flip one of those. Tons of money and big nuggets, yeah. If you're like me, though, and you've ever done the raid exploits, you have a ton of watts, though. And also, what you do is you turn those watts into fossils, and then you sell the stuff from the fossil digging, and you get a ton of money. So I'm pretty much good on money for life. It does seem, though, with the new methods for exploiting the raids. What's up, Doge? Shiny Eevee on shields. Nice. I'm assuming you're doing Masuda for that one, which is very cool. Eevee was my first Masuda shiny. In Pokemon Y. And the funniest thing happened. Ooh, see? We'll make that trade one of these days then. I'm kind of too lazy to do it today. I kind of just want to focus on keeping the encounter rate going. Oh, how are you doing it, raids? Or are you just trying to run into them like I'm doing? I was going to say, where does Eevee even spawn? I feel like I had a few EVs, but I don't even remember where I caught them. Oh. But where does Eevee spawn? Yeah. The Giants hired a new coach. And everyone's making fun of us online. The order of events was... Apparently, they requested to set up an interview with Mike McCarthy. the old Packers coach. And he immediately signed with, I can't even remember, the Redskins? No. The Packers. No, duh. The Cowboys. He signed with the Cowboys. Immediately. So then apparently their next big target was this guy from Baylor University. Right? And this guy was like, I really want to coach in New York. So like, he wanted to come to New York. And so apparently he had an interview scheduled today. And basically he was supposed to interview with Carolina first and then fly to New York. And apparently, like Carolina and him, like they agreed to like loose terms. And he's like, well, let me go talk to like in New York. I have to do this interview tomorrow. And then I'll consider my options. And Carolina was like, we're not letting you leave unless you accept our offer. You know? They're basically like, if you leave, like, the offer's off the table. And so apparently, he was just trying to be all like, it's very pressuring. He's like, let me at least call the Giants. Right? So he calls the Giants and he's like, look, if you can match what they're going to offer, I'll probably go to you guys instead. And apparently the Giants declined to do that, even though he was supposed to be their next choice. So yeah, it was weird. We got clowned on, basically. And then it got even weirder because immediately after this happened, apparently, like, it was rumored that they were going to sign the Cowboys coach, the old Cowboys coach. So people were making fun of us for that. And then finally, which is funny because that rumor came out, and then like maybe 15 minutes later, it was announced they hired a completely different coach. That wasn't even in the headlines this whole time. So, very bizarre turn of events. And the internet, of course, loves to make fun of this stuff. Doge, how common are they on Route 5? That seems like it's going to be a challenging hunt. Which, more power to you. I'm trying to remember Route 5. Route 5 is the one... Oh, I vaguely remember it. But that is kind of tricky. Like, the reason why I'm doing this encounter method for this, for example, is because I can just... I don't even have to pay attention. I'm always just running into them. You can see we're just pumping up numbers real fast. We're literally like on pace. You see them every time. Hey man, shit. Sorry. That's awesome then. I should look at that. It's the good daycare. Oh. Huh. Maybe they're more common in S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't really remember seeing a ton. But the encounter tables are different for different games. So, just something to keep in mind there. It does seem weird that Eevee would be one of those where it's like split, because Eevee's like pretty popular. And that's funny, Agent. Of course I should know Route 5. I fly to it all the time. I don't know why I was blanking so hard. Oh, they're so sleepy. Kit goes from like biting me to getting annoyed and running away to then falling asleep in my lap again. That might be it. It might be the non-overworld stuff. Which isn't that bad then, because the other Pokemon that spawn there I think are like Applin and the regional one. So that might not be too bad, because if you don't get Eevee, you might get Applin by accident. I don't think too many people would complain about that. 243. Have I done any hunts in the... I haven't really tried to hunt in the new year. All I've been doing in the new year is Dracozolt. I have not had great luck on that. I'm almost at like 3,000. 3,000 revives. But my Dracovish took only 2,200. So, oh, it took 2,500. So actually, I'm like pretty close to what I did already for Dracovish. Sometimes these encounters do pick up a little bit. I wonder if we are a little bit ahead of pace. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. I wish I had like a separate phone to do calculations on. Sounds good, Asian. Oh, I don't know why I wasted my charge there. I tend to do that though. Hey Siri, what is 66? Crap.
66 is an ink.
What is 250 divided by 66? Hey Siri, what is 250 divided by 66?
250 divided by 66 is about 3.7878.
Ooh, we're at 3.7878 encounters per minute. So see, we're actually doing better than my estimation up top. I think it's because of this area. I think this little patch is like, what's the good luck is. Violet just sits in my lap while eating a bone. We'll drop it on the floor. Expect you to pick it up. So Violet's a lap dog. I don't think that situation is better than mine. I mean, Kit sits on my lap, and then occasionally he just like attacks my hand because I'm pissing him off. I'm like in his personal space. I was like, you realize your personal space is on top of my personal space, right? Wow, Fernari, that's a very astute ear you have. It is in fact an Australian Siri. Because I didn't like the American Siri, and so I wanted to switch it to a different accent. I don't know why I picked Australian. I think I tried British, and I was like intending on doing British, but then when I did British, I was like, eh. So I was like, we'll do Australian. If I could do Scottish Siri, that would be amazing. I guess there's a couple accents that'd be good. But Scottish would be funny. If I had Scottish Siri, I'd probably just get it to curse all the time. I wonder if they added that, by the way. I mean, like, I've had Australian Siri on my phone since I've had an iPhone. Like, so, 2012? You would think in 8 years they might add some more accents for fun. Now that I think about it, I should try to change my Echo. I wonder if my Echo can do that too. But you know what it was? My ex at the time, I think the reason why I did it was my ex, her phone was like the British Mail. Or at least her GPS was like British Mail. So I knew that that was like an option. I feel like otherwise, why would you expect to switch it, you know? Hey Siri, can you change your accent?
You can change the language I speak and understand in Siri settings.
Come here, Akuda. That was weird. That guy like submerged too deep. Ooh.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
There's an Irish Siri. Should I do that? There's also South African.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
South African I'm not really into.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
There's Indian, but it's speaking English, which is weird. What else we got? That's it. Honestly,
I'm I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
Australian, the OG Australian is still the best. But that's good to know they have Irish at least. Maybe one day I'll switch to Irish. They don't have Scottish. That's a big bummer. I literally said I would like Scottish. Does Ireland know that Scotland got one and they didn't? Because that's not cool. Also, I think I double counted that one. Yes, Kit? What was I gonna say for Nary? I was gonna say, do you ever have to pick bugs out of Violet? Like, are you ever just petting Violet and you notice there's like things in her fur? That used to be the issue with Kit, man. I would just be petting him and I'd notice something like burrow into his face. I think you're a little biased when it comes to Australian female Syria, though. Let's be honest. The Irish one sounded like not extreme enough. It sounded like pretty normal. Yes, Kit. Yes. But I used to have to pick like bugs out of Kit's face. She gets stuff from her cone. I would love to put a cone on Kit just for fun. He would hate it. 273. So the encounters just peel off. Do. So now every time Kit gets something in his face, I'm always just like, what the hell? You don't live outside anymore. But there's never bugs. Now it's always just like, oh, it's like a little bit of food or something. What's up, Asian? We were just going over the Siri accents. Leticia referenced one of my old streams in person the other day. Because someone was talking about, do certain foods count as a sandwich? My friend made a good argument. He said that hot dogs are technically submarine sandwiches because the bread is not sliced all the way. And I was like, that is technically true. I mean, when you go to Subway, do they ever slice down the middle all the way? No. They leave like a little seam. So that kind of like, I don't know if that helps or hurts the argument that hot dogs are sandwiches. I mean, it's type of sandwich, right? I guess his argument was more like, unless otherwise specified, sandwich refers to a very specific thing. Alrighty. Kit, you're so sleepy. 281. Hot dogs are hoagies. Yep. Basically. Although out here, I wish I lived somewhere where they called them hoagies. I'm a little bummed. I guess Subway is based out of New York. So that's why they've always just been subs. Which is actually quite appropriate for Aracuda and Barraskewda. Because they are like little torpedoes. Commonly associated with submarine warfare. So many layers of connection here, guys. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? We got ourselves a fish. I'm supposed to go snowboarding this weekend. And I thought I broke my rib a week or two, a month ago. And I reached the point where it felt like it healed. So I was like, great, I can definitely go snowboarding, no problem. But I think more what it is that it's no longer daily painful, but it's still healing. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just stretch my back and I'll just get like a nice little pop in my like rib cage area. I was like, are ribs supposed to pop? So I'm gonna go snowboarding and I pray that I do not fall down at all. Because that'll be very painful. If I do. I actually don't know what the weather's going to be like. The last time I went snowboarding, it was like so warm that like I didn't even need to wear a jacket. And it kind of threw everything off. Although, to be honest, it was nice wearing a jacket. The trail will still get a little cold. All right, all right. Yes, kids. Oh, he's licking himself. All right. Let's go back over here. Route 4. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Because I was going to say, I was like, I feel like, where are the EVs at? On Route 5. I feel like I'm on Route 5 a fair amount. Are you keeping track of your encounters total? Or per minute? Because technically, to beat Masuda, you only need to actually hit 2.5 encounters per minute, which is pretty slow. So the 3.5 I used for my estimations is more about just what is realistic. Put it. All right. We're going for our caffeine of the day. Yeah, I know you're not doing Masuda. I was saying more like encountering versus Masuda in terms of speed. Because yeah, as you can see here, we're doing encounter method too. But we're trying to like do the math up the top there. I try to show the math because a lot of people get confused. I say, why don't you just do it Masuda? I was like, well, technically it's slower. And I don't care about IVs or nature. I think I counted that one. I don't know. It actually doesn't really matter. I know deep down in my heart that we are doing about 3.7 encounters per minute, so if I mess up my count, who cares? Oh, that's the problem, yeah. It would be great if there was an ability to make normal types more common. Do you know what you're going to evolve it into when you get it? Whenever people ask me that, my vote is always for Sylveon. But you probably have one in mind already. Here we go. Sylveon, hey! I read your mind. I didn't read your mind. This Sylveon is objectively the best evolution. Don't at me in the comments. If there was a ranking of evolutions, though, it would be kind of rough. For me personally, I like stuff that's viable in battles. Like, I don't like the idea of something being completely useless. And Sylveon is the one that shows up a fair amount in things like OU or BGC. I mean, he doesn't get the most usage, but it's certainly relevant. Espeon used to have a nice little niche. Dude, Asian meme. I'm hoping that they do. Remember, there are still some Pokemon in the game that are not released yet. For example, Meltan. When Meltan is released, Magnet Pull will be an ability you can get on Meltan. And therefore, you can actually hunt Steel types the same way I'm doing right now. Which I'm excited for. Because there's a few Steel types I want to hunt, like Berserker / Meowth. I'm sure there's others. Probably not. You want Bunnelby and Lopunny. You don't want all the bunnies. And Score Bunny. Yeah, it was interesting that they added these additional abilities, because it's usually supposed to be static and magnet pull, and that was it. So I do like that. The hard thing is like Flash Fire, for example. I don't think there's one target I want to go for with Flash Fire. I can't think of a single one. The only one is Roly-Poly, which spawns in that little patch. So really? I'm pretty sure they don't, but you might be correct. They might have changed its abilities. They do that sometimes. But I'm like fairly certain the only Pokemon with Magnet Pull are currently are the Magneton line, the Probopass line, and the Meltan line. But if you're right and I'm wrong, damn, we're gonna be hunting some Galarian Meowth in the near future then. What are some other good Steel types in this game? Like, I want to hunt what's it called? I want to hunt Ferroseed. Ferroseed's hard. Damn, Giga Blast. Fairy type Giga Blast. Yeah, that's the thing about Sylveon, is that Pixelate is just a very good move. Or I mean ability. So that's why for the evolutions, it's got kind of like the nicest setup. I mean, Magic Bounce is good for Espeon. But besides that, are there any others? I think Vaporeon gets Water Absorb, if that's your thing. It's a little gimmicky though. I definitely know Jolteon gets Lightning Rod. But I don't think that's particularly useful in its case. Yeah, man, we just peel off these encounters like nothing. Yeah, this definitely, this top patch is the better one. When we were in that bottom area, it was definitely a little slower. The difference is it feels like there's usually one on screen every single time I encounter something else. My girlfriend texted me a Jigglypuff backpack. But not like a backpack with Jigglypuff on it. It's like the backpack itself is Jigglypuff. You know, you can probably picture it. Kind of like the Gengar backpack in Pokemon Go. Man, I really wish we could change our bike outfit. Maybe that'll be the Nintendo Direct. The Nintendo Direct will just be exclusively bike outfits. I'm pretty sure that would break the internet in a positive way. It is still a little ridiculous how your trainer's just standing there on water, like Jesus. Like, don't mind me. Just performing miracles over here. Oops. Ah, I'm messing up my encounter speed. Can't be clicking the wrong menu buttons. 330. Okay, yeah, so it's not even 90 minutes yet. So you can see we're doing like over 110 encounters per 30 minutes. It's 220 per 60. I wish the math was easier to do in my head. But yeah, we did the Siri calculation earlier. It comes out to about 3.77. Oh boy. Nope, no Gyarados, please. I do. Maybe you were just getting lucky. Was it in this game or an old game? Yeah. It's cool. It's like Water Absorb and Storm Drain, like I think I started to hunt using a Gastrodon with like Water Absorb, and then I realized Storm Drain is the one that helps you find water types. I was like, oh, I've wasted some time. Go away, Gyarados. Oh, he's totally gonna hit me. This game. Oh, yeah. Either way, when Meltan comes out, we'll have access to that. Oh my god, what if that gets announced tomorrow? I'll be so down. Gyarados, you're so annoying. Thanks for increasing my count. For nothing. Alright. Back to these little boys. Little boy. Kid, are you a little boy? Hmm? Let's go over here. Meow 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 meow. All right, get another one down. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I should have spent all of 2019, the remainder, getting new playlists together, but such is life. Oh, I still dig this music, actually. I'm cool with it. But, I don't know. I just need to refresh stuff, you know? I don't know what to mix in. We can do old games music. But I don't really have a ton of nostalgia for the old Pokemon games in terms of the music. I mean, I dig the Game Boy music, but I'm not about to listen to Game Boy music while we stream on the same loop. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. You're not shiny. Kit, you're not shiny. Is Kit shiny? Not quite. Alright. The funny thing about this method, it reminds me of Pokemon Go. It's like there's no boosting my odds. You're just out there in the wild. Just hoping to get lucky. No method. Oh, that's what's happening. Am I disconnecting and reconnecting? Looks like it's not a problem. There we go. We'll see how it shows up on stream in a few seconds. I think we're caught up. But yeah, man, my luck in Pokemon Go has been garbage recently. The Pokemon Go luck, like, I wasn't getting any shinies at all. Multiple events, stupid raids. I got a Regice, I guess. That was kind of nice. And then what happened was I hadn't found a wild shiny in ages. And my most recent wild shinies have been stuff I already had. Before Christmas, I got a freaking Misdreavus during the Tentacool event. So that's how long ago that was. And then during Christmas, I didn't even get a pity Sneasel. Nothing. And then after Christmas, yesterday, I got a Sentret. Which I'm like, it's nice to end a streak when you're on a drought. It's nice to get a shiny, but I'm just like, damn. You couldn't have been a Pikachu with the stupid hat, huh? I've been doing a decent amount of those raids, too. I did a bunch of Shadow Pokemon yesterday. They figured a nice little exploit to get multiple shiny checks in on one Shadow Pokemon. And that hasn't been working. So yeah. Whole lot of nothing from the Pokemon Go gods. Refusing to get me shinies. Dude, just don't get thrown, man. You just gotta play better. Aren't those his, like, main kill options? If you're at high percent, you just have to expect him to go for the throw. What I hate are command throws. Because it's supposed to be like rock, paper, scissors. You have attacks, which beat throws. But then attacks can't beat shields, but throws beat shields. Oh no. Doge, that's when you gotta probably just do Masuda. That's your best bet. Because, like, although I like doing encounter method, it's really tough if you're not finding the spawn you want. Because you're going to have to get lucky with a shiny and also find that spawn. Here, stop, Kit. Don't bite me. I thought I had it saved, but I don't. What the hell is that? Go back. I was going to try to look up where EV spawns are most common. I'll attempt to do it while streaming, but it's hard. To do it in between encounters. Let's run away from that. Okay. Where are we going to find you EVs? Let's go to my history. Okay. Oh my god, there's like 6 Pokemon. Oh my, stop. Find in page. Oh my god. Dude. Eevee's only 1% encounter rate. I think you need to do Masuda, dude. You're gonna end up killing yourself. 1% is probably too low to be reliably hunted on the overworld. I don't know why they made Eevee 1%. That's crazy. Yeah, Doge, Masuda might be the best bet for Eevee, just because if you're only seeing it 1% of the time, you're going to have crazy good luck to get a shiny. Eevee specifically. And it doesn't seem like there's anything you can do to manipulate that to being more common. The place where you are right now is literally the only place they show up. So, yeah. Use Masuda. Do you have a foreign Pokemon that can breed with Eevee? It's pretty easy if you do like Wonder Trade. I'm sure stuff like Zigzagoon breeds with Eevee. I mean, that'd be hella cool. Yeah, you could soft reset for Sylveon with the Lake of Outrage. That is an option. Well, Eevee is like in one of the most common egg groups. That's the thing. Oh, freaking Gyarados. What foreign Pokemon do you have? Do you have any at all? And obviously by foreign, I mean foreign male. Because you want the Eevee itself to be female. What I do in my game is I take all my foreign Pokemon and I put them in one box. Oh, you should try doing some surprise trades. You'll get at least one foreign Pokemon you can use if you do a few surprise trades. Could you not, like, bite the crap out of me? Like, you don't need Ditto. You just need, like, a male Greedent or a male... what's the other Pokemon? A male, maybe even Wooloo. Wooloo probably can breed for Eevee. Pretty much any, like, common Pokemon. You've never Masuda a shiny. Do you do Masuda when you're probably not doing Masuda for your competitive stuff. I mean, I could give you a foreign Ditto, but it's not going to have 6 IV. But the thing I'm saying for now is you don't need to use Ditto for hunts. You just need to use a Pokemon of the same family and the female will be what actually hatches from the egg. So like when I hunted for Corsola, I was using a foreign dupiter. And it actually was like 5 IV too. So it was actually pretty good. Of course my Corsola did not get very good IVs, but it at least had the potential. If I had better luck. Kit, would you stop attacking me? Look at my cat. I caught a fish. Where's your toys? I don't have your toy here. Damn. Yeah, I think I got 2 foreign dittos from Surprise Trade. If you're really jonesing for a foreign ditto, Fenari, I could hook you up. But I have one that's good and one that's bad. So obviously I'm not going to give you the good one. What I used to do is I would just surprise trade really late at night when Japan was awake. And I would get like foreign Pokemon on like pretty much every other surprise trade. I'd have like stretches where I'd get like 5 in a row. And they weren't even all from Japan. Some from like I got a fair amount from like Germany. Are you gonna keep attacking me? Because don't like when you attack me when you're sitting on me. You make me feel like my lap is not my own. You don't own this lap, Kit. Don't give me that stupid expression. I don't know why he's afraid of this can. he really hates this can. If I put it near him, he like dodges. It's like, excuse me. No can. Okay, why don't you like orange soda? Interesting. Yeah, Kit. Alright, hold on a sec. When we get to 400, I will look at my box. I always thought it was weird that they have the Team Yell intro for Marnie's theme. Which I understand the reasoning behind it. But it's such a different song. Alright, 394. So when I get to 400, I'll look at my box. I might have a foreign Eevee. I'm probably not going to trade a female one, but if I have a male one, I'll give it to you. Meow 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 meow. Okay, you're so sour. How dare you? So he just wants to be pet in one very specific way. If I don't do it, he gets pissed at me. Right now it's like this. Meow 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 meow. Doo 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 doo. Pardon me. All right. Almost 4. Meow 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 meow. And Nope. I kind of worried this might happen. It's like, man, I never get any good luck on stream. It's like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool to get it like within an hour? It's not happening. The game knows when I'm streaming and it drops my shiny odds, apparently. Okay, let's look. What do I have in my collection for you? I have an Eevee. If you really wanted an Eevee, right here. Check it out. I'll keep this one. Oh, that's worse stats, but that's fine. Yeah, if you want an Eevee, right here. Always zooming around. Kit gets the zoomies too, man. Are you gonna just give me that look? But yeah, Doge, I got a male shiny Eevee. Sorry, rephrase. I have a male Japanese Eevee if you want to Masuda Method. You would just need to get a female Eevee and have them breed. Barraskewda. So just let me know, Doge. I probably won't do the trade just yet. Doge, you want to set up a code? And I can jump in your trade room? Just set up a trade room, Doge, and I will join it. Rather than setting it up myself. So that way I can keep hunting while it's all loading. So Doge, do you have Nintendo Switch Online? Do you pay for the online service? Because that would be how you do it. You connect to the internet, and then you go to trade, and then you choose with a link code, and then you pick a code, just randomly, just type one up. Cool. Okay, I'll show you real quick. So, you're going to press the Y button, and then you're going to press the plus button, and it's going to connect to the internet. And it's taking a long time. There we go. And then you do link trade, set link code. I'll set a code. We'll set the code to 5533. So my code is 5533. Meow, 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 meow. Did I click that one? No. It's kind of weird when sometimes like they all disappear. Like, but then now there's like so many in this area. I guess you do, yeah. Just Venmo me. It's like, how much is it again? I don't quite remember how much it is. I want to say it's like supposed to be like $11 or something. It's not like a nice even number. But it's also just like $11. 20? 20. Oh. I think you're reacting to me saying how much is it. Because we do a family plan. So anyways, Doge, I'm still waiting in the room 5533. 5533. It's also just so weird for her because like it's so little money, $11. It's that it's like, I don't know. You can just buy me a beer. I'm sure you probably already have bought me a beer at one point. How do you connect? So you press the Y button and then you press the plus button. The Y button takes you to the online menu, and then the plus button switches you to actual online. So Y button and then plus button. Kit. Meow, 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 meow. So fuzzy. Kit, you're so fuzzy. Kit, could you like not attack me, please? Thank you. Oh, my friend James is on Pokemon Sword. Kit, your lips look swollen again. Oops, I killed one. Still counts. Definitely slowed me down a little bit, though. Imagine if that was the shiny. That would have been really depressing. Let's run. The bad thing about seeing James go online is I bet I'm going to get a text being like, can you trade with me? It's like, oh no. I'm doing all these trades instead of hunting now. Fenara, you would appreciate this. So my friend James, he's new to Pokemon, right? He plays a ton of Pokemon Go, and he played Let's Go, which is a lot like Pokemon Go. So this game is his first real Pokemon game. And he hates getting spoiled, right? Like, he won't even let me say, like, oh, like, you know, like, the evolution of Scorbunny is really cool. He'll be like, oh, don't ruin it, right? So I've gotten in the habit of just, like, never mentioning anything about games to him, right? Until he's confirmed he's beaten it or played it or whatever. So, this was his first Pokemon game. That's the thing. So he treats Pokemon the same as a regular game. And I tried to tell him, I was like, look, dude, you have to understand. You're kind of supposed to have a guide in front of you to play Pokemon. Like, not to beat the game, but like, there's just certain evolutions where you would like have no idea how to evolve it unless you somehow like read a guide or someone told you. And he was insistent on me not giving him any hints for how to evolve stuff. So he'd be like, oh, my, like, you know, my Eevee's like, well, my Eevee's easy one, but he'd be like, oh, my Farfetch'd is like level 40, like, what the hell? When does it evolve? So I finally broke him. I wouldn't tell him how to evolve far-fetched. So he finally like looked it up. And now he just looks everything up. So I finally broke his spirit. But he's like still a little slow to it. He'll like be like, hey, can you trade my Rhyperior back and forth? And I was like, sure, but like, you know, we're gonna have to do all these trades eventually if you want to finish the Pokedex. Like, why don't you just ignore Rhyperior, and then one day we can just do all the trades in one sitting. So I always thought that was funny. He's finally at least learned to like save up a few things to trade at once. Cool. Are you searching for 5533 Doge? 5533? If you are, you should pop up soon. Although I might have to refresh it. It's a little finicky. I'll wait for you to confirm that you're searching for 5533. And then I'll reset it if you are. Cool. Alright. I will back out. Five, 533. Cool. Alright, it should connect eventually. And you are in fact online, correct? You're not on local communications. Where you press the plus button. That's the thing that throws a lot of people off. The little plus button thing. It is so obtuse. Like, I kind of wish it was a little more obvious to do some of these things. But it is what it is. Cool. Just confirming. Sorry, I'm not trying to be annoying. It's just like, I've had to do it so many times where it's like, it's not working. And I was like, did you press the plus button? Oh, crap. Forgot to. He's asleep on my lap. He's so sleepy. Yeah, I'm just letting it like catch its breath every so often. It does take a few seconds sometimes. It's really annoying. But you can see me. Let it catch its breath. 5533. Inkay was one he texted me about when he looked that one up. He was like, this is stupid. Anyone who did figure that out by themselves probably like has really bad headaches from playing video games all the time. But I also told him, I was like, part of the reason why there's all these stupid evolutions that are kind of like, who could figure this out? Was that when the games came out for that particular Pokemon, there probably was someone in the game that was like, oh, I accidentally turned my Pokeball upside down and Inkay evolved, right? So there's always some sort of NPC that helps you figure it out. But the main problem is, as the games get older and these new editions come out, or the new generations, they're not going to put an NPC for every single Pokemon in the game that has a weird evolution. Come on, 5533. Oh, this code is being so annoying. Alright, after this guy I'm going to just start fresh. Disconnect, reconnect. Put in the code again. Maybe I'm throwing it up. Maybe I'm messing up the thing because I'm constantly encountering Pokemon. No, we don't need to be friends. We don't need to be friends at all. I would just recommend just redo the code. Sometimes it gets stuck. It's really annoying. So I'm just gonna reset it like this. I'm gonna avoid encountering anything for a few seconds. All right. We'll do a few encounters and we'll wait again. All right, let's wait around a second, see if it picks it up. No. It is a little annoying how finicky it can be sometimes. Like, come on, man, let's just trade. Let's just trade. I have sometimes it works immediately, and sometimes we have this problem. I mean, my stamps are updating, so I'm not having connection issues. But yeah, if you just try typing in the code again, that might make a difference. Because yeah, clearly something's up. But it is slowing down the encounters a little bit. This is why I don't like. That's why I generally try to avoid trading in the middle of a hunt. It's so annoying. Like, come on, man, work. Come on, Game Freak. Why does everything you touch turn to crap? That was me. Sorry. But it is kind of true. Oh, here we go. It worked. Finally. Alright, let's do this. Where's my EV? It's down here. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna back out. Maybe I'll give you the female, actually. I realized the male... That one's in a dream ball. This isn't a Pokeball. Just take the female, actually. It's cool. Perfect. Guys, this music is so epic for a trade. Alright. I kind of like the Dream Ball one, so I was like, never mind. Or it's the Heart Ball. Is it the Dream Ball? I don't even know what it's called. The Love Ball. That's what it is. Alright, cool. So you know what to do with that now, right? Get a female EV, stick him in the daycare, hatch a bunch of eggs. I'll take your lead card, and I will quit. No worries, man. Yeah, that trade, the hunt you were about to do was impossible, unfortunately. You would have not a very fun time trying to do that. Trying to make that work. And now we are back to your regularly scheduled programming. But yeah, Inkay is definitely the weirdest evolution ever. Galarian Yamask, you said that one happened by accident, which I can believe. Because, like, if you actually use it in battles, like, it makes sense that if you're going around the wild area, it would take some damage, you would forget to heal it, and then you're just biking around the wild area. Sorry, kid. Yeesh. Don't get so sensitive. I just was touching your foot. Are you good? We good, kid? We good? Bondman 93. I don't even know who that is. Okay, is your lip swollen again? My cat is... I want to look at your face, Kit. It looks fine. Oh my gosh. These Gyarados, I think, are supposed to be like a 1% spawn. That can't be right. They've been showing up a little more often than that. Maybe 5%. Oh, watch out. Watch out, Kit. Meow, 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 meow. Dun, 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 dun. This kid sleep in my bed. He 100% does. I don't understand the rule. Like, why don't you want Violet in the bed? Just because it's not enough room? Ugh. By the way, you know my my whole animal should have human names? Oh, that scared me. I thought that was it. I don't know why. Ugh. I gave myself a case of the Shinos. I think it's because the color changed. You see how now it's nighttime? That's what threw me off. The sun set and now it's nighttime in game. Oh my god, that was annoying. It turned blue. I thought it was legitimately blue. Oh my god, this is going to be a problem. They all look blue now. Anyways, well, my stomach recovers from dropping like I was going on a roller coaster. Do you know my whole animals should have human names bit? Which I still believe. One of my friends, she and her boyfriend... Oh my god, that's so annoying. I don't like this. It's fine. One of my friends, she and her boyfriend got 2 cats. And one of them is named Moira. So not only is it a human name, it's like an old person name too. Which is great. I forget what the other one's named. It's Moira and something else. But it's another like oldish person sounding name. But yeah, Kit sleeps in the bed and it's a bit of a problem. He kind of likes to sleep at her feet. And it leads to me sleeping in like really awkward positions, unfortunately. But besides that, it's not a big deal. Like sometimes I will forcefully move him to a different spot, and then it's fine. And occasionally he likes to like sleep on top of us. But usually that's reserved for the morning. Yeah. I mean, it's different with the cat because they're like not particularly large. But I can definitely understand a dog. I mean, Gertrude used to sleep in my bed, but it's different when you're like a whatchamacallit, when it's just one person in the bed. I used to have a big bed when I was in high school, so it wasn't really that big of an issue to have a dog in there too. You guys just need to get a king-size bed, dude. Or a California king. Whatever the really big one is. I do think it's hilariously arrogant how there's a type of bed called a California king. It's like somehow better than just a regular king. Probably wasn't the intention, but that's what it feels like. I hope I counted that one. Maybe not. My goal is to get to 600 in 3 hours. And I did that thing where I saw we were close to 500. And in my brain, I thought that it was going to go 400, 600. I was like, wow, we like really beat my target. Not quite. But we are moving. But yeah, as you can see, pretty easy to get the 3.5 encounters per minute. I mean, even with how spread out it is in some points, they seem to spawn in bunches, so you tend to make it up. I'm pretty sure I clicked that. Okay. What's this next song? Oh yeah, I dig this one. They should do a speedrun category called Shiny Percent. Yep. Yeah, Dodge. It'll house pretty fast. Oh. Shoot. So there's no problems, Doge, but I probably should explain to you more information. So, you should get a Pokemon with the ability Flame Body, and your eggs will hatch really fast. Go look up a guide on Masuda Method online. I would recommend that. It'll probably have more information than I could tell you over the stream. But basically, if you get a Pokemon with the ability Flame Body, and a really popular option is Roly-Poly, because when it evolves, it gets Flame Body. So if you get a Carkol, and you put it in the front of your party, no one else in your party, you can hatch the eggs really fast. Which is really nice. Use Litwick? Aren't you cute? I actually shoot. I need to get a shiny. I need to get a shiny Roly-Poly. I like Carkol for some reason. I don't know why. Carkol is just such an ugly Pokemon. But for some reason it just makes sense to me as the egg hatcher. But yeah, there's 3 Pokemon. There's Litwick, there's Carkol, and there is not Sizzlipede, Scentiscorch. That's the one. At least those are the ones I know of. But yeah, I think Chandelure is pretty popular actually. I think Scentiscorch is the least popular. And I like Scentiscorch. I just don't have one with Flame Body. This nighttime is killing me. Alright. Slight change. Guys, we're cheating. System. I never do this with the controller in. Alright, it's daytime again. Look at that trick. I didn't like nighttime because it was making everything look like it was blue. It's definitely not good for hunting a blue shiny. Which, by the way, it is a little funny. I can't believe everything in this game is so broken. It's because of this whole using the system time settings. That's why I wonder if they're gonna ever be able even to patch the raid exploit. Because, like, it seems like if they were to, they would have by now. It's a pretty big exploit. And it impacts so much stuff. There we go. Alrighty. Little Barraskewda. I do really like this Pokemon, honestly. That's why I'm shiny hunting it. I had one on my team, though, and it just really disappointed. Like, it was good, but mine had, like, a bad defensive nature. So it really could not take a single hit. And water is a defensive typing. Not amazing. I mean, it's nice for resisting other water Pokemon. But that's pretty much it. Water, fire. Is that it? Steel. Nope, nope, nope. Alright. Let's see if we can get to... Well, I'm going to cut off the stream at 9:30? But if we get to 600 before then, I might cut it up there. But we are beating our pace, right? Well, 1365. That's 663? 663. That's half. We could try to do that. We could, yeah, let's do that. Well, actually, I'm only at 500. Maybe I shouldn't promise stuff. Ah, 663. I kind of want to end there. I screwed up in Pokemon Go. I joined this stupid PvP group. And I'm used to doing groups where if you play with people that are not in the same room as you, you'll usually have a group of like 20 people that you get to best friends with, or ultra friends technically, which takes about a month of opening gifts. And this group is like 50 people. It's terrible. Oh, it drives me nuts. But it is what it is. Also, in one of my remote groups, one of the dudes right now is like number 3 in the world. It's crazy. My group is just too strong. No, no, no. But yeah, I joined this group because I'm kind of sick of playing with Europeans. No offense. I always am playing at work, and I feel like I always lose when I play at work. It's pretty much guaranteed. My record at work is like abysmal. So don't play video games at work, guys. You'll probably lose. Like I do. Nope, 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 nope. Hey Kip, what are you doing? Yeah, I played at work yesterday too, and lost. So literally, yeah. I just can't do these tournaments at work anymore. I don't know, I just can't focus, I guess. Maybe I should try playing in a conference room. Oh, I think my girlfriend's home. Or not. Oh, probably. Yep. Okay, in that case, we'll probably just go to 600. And then call it. Where are all those bonds? Huh? I'm streaming. I try not to write when I'm streaming. I'm sorry, did you write anything concerning? Well, you know your own inventory of stuff better than I do. You bought those little taco things, remember? Alright, 540. It's weird when they all like disappear for a bit. Uh, uh, uh. How are we looking? Not shiny. So my encounter rate has dipped a little bit because we were messing with trading so much, which is fine. But I am curious. 30. So 120, 150. Alright, next encounter I'm doing math. Wow, why is this still not... Yeesh. I'm really trying to squeeze in a lot before it gets to 9 p.m. It looks like it's going to happen. 548. Oh, nope, just hit 9. Hey Siri, what's 548 divided by 150?
48 divided by 150 is 0.
Hey Siri, what's 548 divided by 150?
548 divided by 150 is about 3.6533.
Oh, nice. So we've kept up the fast encounters. That's good. So even with all the trading, we still stayed above 3.5, which is awesome. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, even messing around, we kept our encounter rate high. So when y'all say Masuda is faster than encounter method, just saying, it's pretty easy to do 3.5 encounters for certain hunts. And other hunts, of course, yeah, it's pretty impossible. Like Dreepy. You ain't gonna be encountering too many of those this way. Are there any dragons that are... There's Turtonator. I was gonna say, are there any like dragons that could be manipulated by the abilities that impact the overworld spawns? Not in this game, at least. Five, 5. Not the lucky one, but that's okay. I don't know which one of these has taken the longest for the encounter method. I mean, obviously, Rookedy. That's the main one. But when I was doing these at home, or what I'd rather when I was doing these off stream, it's hard to say which the longest was. I guess technically Rotom, but I phased on that one. Because I got Arachnoid. And Rotom itself after that was only maybe 2 hours? Oh my gosh, stop it, Gyarados. I'd be so mad if that was shiny. This one out the way. Nope. I don't know why I look at this screen all the time. All right. What time will we hit 600? I mean, I guess I know. 10 minutes? Yeah, pretty much. Last 10 minutes then. Will we get the shiny in the last 10 minutes of the stream? It's always possible, you know? It's definitely not going to happen if they're not spawning, though. I know that much. Okay, your food did not magically show up. Watch out. Watch out, kid. Oh, he thinks he's getting pet. But you're not. But you're not. You're not getting pet. I guess I am petting him. I guess we were both right and both wrong. Kid, don't attack my headphones. That's my excuse why I don't have fancier headphones for streaming, because the cat would probably just attack them and break them. Well, he's yet to break these cheapo ones, so maybe it's a BS excuse. Alright, last 30 encounters for today. That wasn't bad. Wanted to get back in the swing of things with a Tuesday stream. Typical, with my typical luck, nothing happened in terms of getting shinies on stream. But that's just how this game works, man. 3 hours is not a long stream. In terms of hitting odds. I mean, you get some crazy luck, you can get some back-to-back shinies on stream, but hasn't been the case yet, huh, Kit? Like that noise? I mean, counter rate's nice and good, though. I do wish there was a way to skip these animations. Like, I don't need to see you throw out the ball every time. Why can't Raichu just be there? Meow, meow, meow. All right, 578. Oh man, we're almost done. I almost am allowed to eat dinner, and then probably have to work out and Ring Fit Adventure. Where did the... I saw a spawn and it just disappeared. Alright. Last 20. No thank you to this. No thank you to this. Was that another Gyarados over there? No. Okay. Well, it despawned anyway. So who cares? Here we go over here. Five, 8, 6. Okay. To here. Whoop, come here. Oh my gosh. There we go. 5, 8, 8. Last 12. Ooh, okay. What the... I learned a new backstretch. Oh, bad timing, Dutch. We're on our last 11 encounters. How's the hatching going, though? Did you get a Pokemon with Flame Body? Because that'll make it go a lot faster if you're using Flame Body. Nice. Perfect. So you're in good shape. So yeah, we're going 600, and then we're gonna call it a day. It's just getting kind of late. Oh, so far you only get males. That's fine. The gender is just random. I don't know what Eevee's ratio is. Some Pokemon have different ratios, where one gender is more common than the other. Oh no. Well, I guess that's the risk of doing Masuda Method. You can't control gender at all, yeah. Is that what you were doing before using Cute Charm on overworld encounters? Because, yeah, that's the only way to do it, really. But, like you said, you were not encountering a lot of Eevees. I looked up the math, and it's a 1% encounter rate, so... yeah. I mean, it's possible to get shinies that way. It's just not easy. Anyways, these are the last 5 spawns we're going to check. And then I'm going to have to call it a day. I have to work out. I have to eat dinner. It's already late. I have to go to the corner and spin a Pokestop. Because I want to open gifts, but I don't want to get eggs. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Gosh, that was hilarious, by the way. That one Pokemon where it changed to nighttime, and I legitimately got tricked into thinking I got a shiny. Was it fun? It was funny. Maybe not fun. I don't like almost having a heart attack. I think I checked that one already. Alright, last 2 spawns. No looking at my phone for the last 2 spawns. I already see the next one. Actually, I lied. Alright, last spawn. We'll do those 2. I don't like leaving one on screen. Alright. Anyways, thank you guys in advance for hanging out. 601. Is that it? No, it is not. That's fine. We did really good pace today. We actually did higher than the 3.5 encounters per minute, so that's awesome. So we'll pick it up next time. I'll try to stream again this week. We'll have to see how that goes. I can't stream Friday because I'm leaving to go out of town. Oh my gosh, let's do that one. I can't stream Friday because I'm leaving to go out of town, and that really just leaves Thursday. So maybe Thursday, but if not, I always stream every Tuesday. That's my streaming day. So for sure, catch you guys next Tuesday. Anyways, thanks again. I snuck in 2 extra encounters in there while I was doing my sign off. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.